Americana Outdoors is brought to you in part by Boat US, for the love of boating, by Laser Trocar, surgically sharpened hooks, and by Hydrowave. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. We'll wrap up today's show from Lake Amistad, where we'll join Wade Middleton and elite bass pro Mike McClelland.
I don't know. Some little magic tree areas. Oh, hell, one got it. Good grief. Trying to forge it through them trees. They come out of there and smoked it. Come on, darling.
We short lined you. I see trees in the future.
Oh, get out of there. Oh, man, he's snubbing my, there he comes. Yeah. Man, I was milking that thing through them treetops and he come out of there and wrecked it. Another good old Amistad McStik bass. You know, one of the things about that bait is, I mean, for covering water, I mean, the wind's picked up now, the fish are starting to get a little bit more aggressive, and as you can see, I mean, we come through the stand of a little bit of timber, and I mean, anytime these fish are out sunning, they're suspended in the water column, and McStik is one of the best baits you can catch them on. I knew I'd get him out there eventually.
It's the one you've been teasing out there, isn't it?
I coaxed him into biting it, didn't I?
Better?
He's trying to be. Trying to be a little more grown, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Looky there.
3 or 4 pounder.
Looky there.
Look at you. Messed around out there and said you were going. You kind of called your shot on that one. I'm going to have to give you a little credit on that one. We got to turn
Dude,
around.
I'm telling you, when we were here last time, that is where them old biggins were. Now, this isn't as big as them old biggins that time, but that is definitely where they were. Look at that. Oh. That still isn't a giant, but I mean, you catch 4 of them and one about that long to go with him, you got you something. You got you something. Right out there on the end of that. That fish is a lot heavier than the one we're gonna catch. Look how much darker he is too.
Jerkbait fishing is typically best pre-spawn, when the water temperatures are still below 60 degrees. Let's toss it back to Mike for some good tips on customizing your jerkbaits.
There's really 2 ways of going about adjusting a McStik 110 to do what you want it to do. The first thing I'm gonna do, if I can get away with, is I wanna upsize the hook. So all I've done is I've taken the standard number 5 hook that this bait comes with off, and I'm just simply replacing it with a number 4. And all I'm doing there is adding a little extra weight. So once I get the number 4 hook on it, if I need to add any more weight at that point is when I'm gonna add the split ring. Good pair of split ring pliers is really important. But after I get that hook on, all I'm gonna do is take a split ring and add a split ring to the hook. Not the split ring that's already hanging there, I'm gonna add it to the hook. Take a look right there, the way that hook hangs right here. I'm just gonna take this split ring and I'm gonna put it right here on the front part of that hook. If I need to add another one, I'm simply gonna take another one and hang it here on the back side. And what it does is it gives you a little bit more rattle when you're twitching that bait, and it just gives you the added weight that you need for that bait to suspend.
Is he?
I don't think, oh, he's
I
better.
told you it'd be a big and
He's
here.
better.
I told you.
He's definitely better.
I told you, didn't I, Peepaw?
I didn't think he was that big, though. Look at that. That is a full-grown Amistad bass right there.
That's a good one, son.
That is a full-grown Amistad bass. You gonna help me with this? You're gonna make me do it all by myself.
I'll make you do it. You're a bass master.
Oh, I
Elite
can
Series
get him.
Pro. You got him?
I can
We'll
get
get us
him.
a picture of him, Peepaw.
Look at that. That is the old McStik pre-spawn bass right there. Look at the belly on that fish, would you? Goodness gracious.
I'll tell you about it.
Makes me
I'm
It
gonna get a
makes me
camera here.
shake. Whether I'm fishing a tournament or not, that makes me shake. One of the coolest things for me was the fact that 5 years ago, Spro actually came to me and said, you know, we want to develop a jerkbait line. We want a line of jerkbaits in the Spro line. And they put really the burden on my shoulders to make a bait that was going to be effective, going to catch fish, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I mean, we've got 3 baits in the lineup right now. We've got the 85 McRip, which we've caught fish on today. You've got the 95 McStik and the 110 McStik. The 110 and the 95 are built more for that suspending, cold water type fishing. Both the baits will float a little bit, but when you adjust them like you've seen me do today, changing the hooks out on them, adding a split ring on them, I mean, that's when you get them to that suspending aspect. If the water's warmer and you want to fish the bait a little bit faster, you can accomplish that by leaving the standard number 5 hooks on it. Then when you start talking about the McRip, it's more of a pull bait. It's a bait that you can wind really slow, pull it along, you can rip it occasionally. You know, it creates a quick movement of the bait, and that's a lot of times when you're going to get the reaction out of the McRip 85.
Check out the Mike McClelland series of Spro lures. Visit Spro.com to find the colors and sizes that will work best on your favorite body of water. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show. If you got a moment, we invite you to visit our Facebook page and let us know what you think about Americana Outdoors. Leave us a note and we'll add your name to our weekly drawing for free gear from our sponsors. For all the latest hunting, fishing, and outdoors news, as well as videos and more, go to AmericanaOutdoors.com, your all-source location for what's happening. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV LLC production. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.